Welcome to our demo of Acumatica's dashboards, quality of life, and user interface. Today, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes highlighting some of the features that make Acumatica easy to use every day. Rather than focusing on a single module, we'll look into the user experience, some of the quality of life features, and the dashboarding capabilities that help users work more efficiently. When you first log into Acumatica, you're welcomed by a customizable dashboard. This dashboard can be tailored to each user's role. We're currently looking at the customer view dashboard as you can see up in the top left. If you look at this menu on the left side here, you can see lots of different modules. When we click into the dashboards module, you'll see other out of the box options, whether they're in accounting, sales, purchasing, manufacturing, or executive leadership. Instead of searching through reports every morning, users in Acumatica can immediately see the different KPIs, the charts, and the metrics that matter most to them so that they can get their job done with the most efficiency possible. Now, one of my favorite features of these dashboards is that they aren't just static reports, they're interactive. These different widgets can be dynamically changed using rules to change color or have some sort of flag that calls your attention to it. If I notice something that needs my attention, I can simply click on a chart or a KPI and drill directly into the underlying transactions to investigate further. And just like that, we can see all of the orders ready to ship just by clicking on that one widget on our dashboard. Another thing that makes Acumatica easy to work in is how quickly you can navigate the system. Rather than digging through these menus on the left hand side, I can use this global search up at the top of the screen to instantly find customers, vendors, inventory items, transactions, or even individual screens. So if I search the stock items, I can now see every screen that says stock items. To make it even easier than that, if I don't want to search through menus or use the search bar, I can just click this little star icon next to any of these screens and it tosses it up into my favorites tab up in the top left. For pages I use every day, this is incredibly useful for giving me one click access to my favorite screens whenever I need them. As we open up the stock items screen, you'll be able to see every single one of our stock items that we have here set up in Acumatica. You can see things like your inventory IDs, your descriptions, your classes, and even your default price. Everything that you might need at a glance, you have right here in one screen. When we click into one of our stock items, you can see everything related to that specific record. We can now see all of this item's defaults. We can see the unit of measure, its warehousing details, pretty much anything that you might need in an item, you can find in this screen. We could also see all of these different details across these different tabs up at the top. Now, we also have these things on the right hand side called side panels. Whether we want to see our item sales prices, our item vendor prices, inventory summary, you can find a lot of extra detail in there that will actually show you different dashboard type screens in relation to the screen you're currently on. If we click into the item sales prices side panel, that pulls up the sales prices for this specific stock item, anything from our base price to our customer prices to customer price classes. We can also switch to a different side panel. Within here, we can maximize it to make it the entire screen, or we can take this and drag it back and forth to resize and see the information on our stock item screen and our side panel at the same time. As we close out of this side panel, we'll now focus onto the notes, activities, and files up in the top right. Notes just add a little text box that allow you to add notes to your stock item. Activities allow you to attach any sort of email or different communication that is in relation to this specific stock item. Now, in this specific case, the file that we have attached here is a product image of our Acer laptop computer. However, you could use this file attachment to attach any sort of work instructions, engineering drawings, invoices, or quality documents. And those files, the activities, and the notes will stay with our record all throughout the entire business process. As we click back into the stock item screen, I'm going to talk to the customizability of Acumatica. Every user can personalize their own workspace. Whether they want to hide or show different modules on the left hand side menu, or they want to change specific screen layouts. Columns can be resized, columns can be reordered, they can be filtered as well. Grids can be completely customized without affecting anyone else's view. That means employees can organize the system around the way they want to work. I could also filter these columns and it will only affect it for me. So if I pick the finished goods column, nobody else is going to see that except for me. Now, I could go and save this filter as a finished good filter. I could share it, or I could make it my default for me. If I shared it, it would be available for other people in the company as well. Since I didn't do that, I'm the only one who can see this filter. However, now it's saved and I can click back and forth between my different saved filters depending on what I want to see on any given time I log into the system. Lastly, because Acumatica is built on a modern cloud ERP, the experience is consistent. Whether you're working from the office, remotely, or using the mobile app, many common tasks such as inventory transactions, approvals, CRM activities, or barcode scanning can all be completed from a phone, a tablet, a computer, or pretty much any device that can connect to the internet. Overall, Acumatica's interface is designed to help users spend less time navigating software and more time getting work done. Between the customizable dashboards, the powerful search capabilities, personalized workspaces, and interactive drill downs, users always have the information that they need right at their fingertips. Thank you for watching our demo, and for more information on Acumatica, watch some of our other videos or check out our website.